front office that was have like an aquarium. She used to sit there and was clear by visible from the outside. On the other side, there was a young man, passing by that office, and he often glanced to the women at the front office. And that man, when he was child, he used to sell newspaper in that office. And he had a unique dream. That is, when I grow up, I want to marry one of the women who works in this building. And when he was child, he used to label it as a naughty boy. He used to skip from school. He preferred to exploring the city of Jakarta. And he used to choose to swim at the pool of Bundaran HI. Can you imagine? He swim at the pool of Bundaran HI when the friend at school in the other place. Until he was chased by the police because it was forbidden to swim there, of course. And because of his naughty, he didn't study well at school age. But in the future, that man finally able to work in the Sudirman, that the place is Golden Triangle area of Jakarta. That's his achievement, not just happened, but that because of his persistence. He worked hard since he was a little by selling newspaper from office to office, from building to building, from house to house. And when he grew up, he chose to school at STM, Sekolah Teknik Mesin. He hopes to quickly getting a job. He becomes backbone of his family because his parents has passed away. And he had a good job. Got a job as a laborer in a factory. And then he could be accepted a new job in the better company. And like one twin things, because when he was little, he went to school with no serious. After work, he studied at college. Now, he has a master's degree from 3 different fields of science. And also now, he is a doctoral candidate in law. That man is my beloved husband, and I am the woman sitting in the aquarium set of the front office. That's all, Mr. Ilham and fellow of Toastmasters. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the speech. That's from Speechcrafter Handa. Okay. I will allow a few seconds for the other participants to get ready and the judge to take some notes on the first speaker. Okay. My computer. Okay. Yep. So I would like to invite the second participant for the Speedcraft. Maria Julie. Maria Julie, are you able to speak? Yes, you are?
Okay.
Yes. All right. So the next participant is Maria Julie. From zero to hero, Maria Julie. Maria Julie from zero to hero.
Okay. Hello, guys. There is a book that says everyone can die at any time, but no everyone dares to live bravely. Today, I want to tell you about a child who never gives up. A child from a small village called Siantar who decided to live her life. The girl that when she was 10 years old, the child got a call from his grandparents in the next town. Her grandfather informed that her grandmother was very ill and need to brought to their city. And then the little girl, this little girl, immediately called her parents, auntie, and her brothers at school, and then call her mother, who was teaching at school. I don't know where this cat get such courage to do this immediately, but after everyone gathered, this child went with the rest of family on public transportation and by motorcycle. There is almost 1 hour to drive to his grandmother house. And then after her grandmother was, they saw that her grandmother was unconsciousness because her blood sugar dropped drastically, and immediately helped to hospital. Meanwhile, this little girl, along with her mother and her brother, rode a motorcycle to the hospital. Unfortunately, they want the goal is to get the hospital more quickly by motorcycle. They can arrive that with fastly. Unfortunately, in the middle of the trip, a truck that was dozens of times size of this little girl crashed into their motorbike. Oh, I'm so sorry about this if you trigger this. But one thing that the girl realized when she arrived, when he wake up from that crash, she was in a very narrow, like gundukan, and very narrow, and buried. He buried life next the overturned truck, and the big truck contains a lot of palm kernels. Did and then when he conscious with many scar in her body, the girl was praying and trying to scream, help, 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 but nobody hear this little girl. She pray again. Okay, I will pray again. Maybe God will hear me this time. And then the girl pray and trying to scream more louder. But I think one like magic, with so many wounds, and her voice that was string, uh, she prayed last time that, okay, I will pray again. Please help me, God. If you want me to live this time, please help me. And after like 15 minutes of being buried alive, someone realized that the victims of the truck accident were left behind. One person, that is the little girl. They quickly unloaded all the mountains of palm kernels and found the girls inside. The story doesn't end there. It turned out that girls was taken to different hospital from her mother and her brother. Uh, the girl was almost died, and he feel like he almost finished uh, his life with a body covered with all of her body is covered with blood, and she tried to give up, but one voice in her soul that said that, okay, please get up, uh, and with the last of her strength, like her breath, she said to the doctor in the emergency room, hello, my name is Maria. My phone is 432043, and my house is on Siantar Timur. After saying that, this little girl passed out and was kept in the ICU for like 1 month, and he she going through like 7 operations on her head, on her hands, and her feet, and fortunately he wake up. Yeah, that the little girl is me. The incident happened is like 20 years ago. The incident killed my mother and my brother. I, who live alone, decided to be sad for a while. Okay, we are just human, can be sad sometimes, but it's not. We need not long time to conquer this. We must stand with our own feet, and with the support of my auntie and my grandparents, I am recovering slowly. I don't want to take time off from school. I still, after 2 months, have a treatment and have a like treatment from hospital with many operation due to my body, and with my feet still covered in like gaps, plaster, and many metals buried in my all over my body. I used have breath and have energy. Okay, I will wake up. I will finish my school from elementary school, and then I complete my 5th grade of elementary school, and like I try to walk slowly. I copy notes from my friends so I not miss any class. Maybe right now I can be a hero, couldn't be a hero for other people, but I've proved that I several times can be heroes for myself. Several years after the incident, I'm still struggling to recover from a severe wound on my head, on my feet, on my knee, that I lost my one knee, my right knee. But I learned to accept that this is me, that there are, and I accept too that many memories that I forgot because that one on my head. I learned to walk back while I at a school, learning to crawl, learning again to accept, learning again to walk like a baby. And I don't want to blame myself. I don't blame to truck driver anymore. Studying, I just focus studying for my final exam, and then I learned that life, uh, without me and with me, life will walk with natural. Uh, I learned that can go that I want. We want to give up or not to give, or to uh, continue our life is our choice. It's our choice not to give up, or give up is still with us. Maybe in my young adult, maybe I also went through various things. I also through bullying from many scars in my body. I feel insecurity too. I feel major depression. But my experience as a child, when I was buried alive in a mound, a crow palm, realized that I always think that, okay, this is my second chance to life. Uh, Maybe life will be harder. Maybe life will be slow. Maybe I will not comprise myself with others, but I will try to keep being hero to myself. I think, yeah, everything, everyone uh, will be a hero if they want to a hero to their or herself or himself. Maybe That's my speech. I'm sorry for my bad English. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the speech. Okay, that's from Maria Julie, our second contestant. Now, I would like to give a few seconds to the judge to take some notes and the next participants to get ready. All right, the time is up. I would love to invite our next contestant. Deki, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. You have 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
From zero to hero, Deki. Yusuf Anggara, Desi Yusuf Anggara from zero to hero.
On March 20 and 23, MR, 11 years old, a student in the Pesanggrahan district, Banyuwangi, S. Java, was found dead by hanging himself in a warehouse. The police said the motive for the suicide was that a victim depressed as a result of being bullied. This is one of the saddest things when I read the news. And there are many more cases of bullying that haven't been published. When I was in elementary school, I also got a bullying a lot, starting from my race, my physique, my voice, and of course my behavior. Whatever I did would always do wrong in the world. Maybe I was lucky not to have a suicidal thought. For example, when I tried to learn English, they always said my English is so bad. Your accent is so weird, and you cannot speak English. Doesn't it hurt? Of course, it's a very hard for me. Words that I feel, but it's a very painful for me. Many things brings me down, and my family or my parents know about that. Yes, they know about that. And I tell my parents when I was young about that bullying, and they said it was my fault. And actually, um, I had to change my life and change to my behavior and everything what I have. Did you know what? For me, the biggest bullying in the world is my family or my close environment. And since that, I never said again when I was still being bullied in my school or my environment. And also at the time, I tried to be changed everything that make me a bully. From my appearance, my speech style, my friendship, and etc., which were considered bad by older people. That make me uncomfortable and like not being myself. So I tried again to change myself. It's not about what they say about me, but I changed my mindset and way of life that is comfortable for me. Because I cannot change their view about me, but I can change my view of them. I can to be hero. I cannot to be hero for everyone, but I can to be hero for myself. So right now, I just do things that make me peaceful and happy. I think that's all from me. Thank you, Mr. Raham and everyone.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, that's from our third contestant, Deki. 30 seconds for everybody, the judge and the next participants to get ready.
Mr. Raham, sorry.
Yes.
I have emergency because my boss is calling me.
Oh, yeah.
He helped him. So everyone, thank you so much for this night. I cannot join until and for this meeting. So I'm so sorry.
No worries,
Thank
no
you so
worries.
much.
Yeah. So
Goodbye.
thank you for joining. Okay. Right. So we shall move to the next participants. Contestant number 4, Namira Atia Putri. Are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
All right. So contestant number 4, Namira Atia Putri from 0 to Hero. From 0 to Hero, Namia Atia Putri. Time is yours.
So, talking about our past when we were a baby, we know that babies have a process until they walk long enough. So, from small steps, a few steps, until they can run towards something. So, even in the process of their walking, they found difficulties to achieve. Not only difficult to reach, but also difficult to ask for help because we know that we are still not fun enough in speaking. So they can only give a sign that they need us. They need someone who understands them. So from the baby, I learned a lot for the life process that I experienced. So when I was in junior high school, which means I was able to talk, I was able to walk or run, and even ask people for help without giving signs because I could speak fluently at that time. But it's not all about the baby. This is about the achievements that we, as an adult, are able to think and feel the ups and downs of the process towards achieving what we want. So, one of the things I want to achieve is being able to speak in front of many people fluently and well. Yeah, I know that this is a simple thing, but it really has an impact on me or other people that has the same problems with me. So, speaking in front of many people is not easy for me. Fear, anxiety, even afraid of standing on the stage always haunted me at that time. But just then, a light came, helped me to be confident speaking in front of many people. He is my teacher, who is also one of a person that I make as a role model. At that time, he suggested me that I have to take a part in a speech contest and that held by the school. So I told him my weakness, and he was willing to help. During the training process, he really showed how to give a good speech from the intonations, facial expressions, or the movements. The aura he gave was a very positive. I was a typical shy junior high school girl at that time, immediately felt confident. So at the end of the training of the process, I got myself. I won the contest. I'm really grateful for what I've been achieved. So time by time, I had to separate with my teacher until I was at the point where I was afraid to return to speak in front of the people or the public. Well, it's pretty much time consuming for me to start over, but as time went by, I started participating in several activities and supported by the environment. My confidence started to grow slowly. So, from here, I began to realize that a support system and a self-assessment are really needed to change ourselves to be better. It doesn't have to be the same person, but it has to be with the same ourselves because we are the one who knows who we are. So, I'm the hero to myself. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you very much, Namira. Yep. So 30 seconds for the judges to mark some notes and the next participants to get ready. All right. Now, I would love to invite the contestant number 5. Okay. Ferdinand Nur Andika, are you ready?
Wait. Okay, sure.
Sorry.
Am I
Is your
audible?
Yeah, you are audible. So, don't you want to adjust your camera, or is it good already?
Wait a minute. I want to stand up. Wait.
Oh yeah, sure.
But sorry for the backgrounds.
Or Reese.
Oh my god. Wait a minute.
Take your time.
Did I make it? Okay, I think that's it.
That's it.
Wait, sorry. Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Contestant number 4. Sorry, contestant number 5, Ferdinand Nur Andika. From zero to hero. From zero to hero, Ferdinand Nur Andika.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Spider-Man, and an Iron Man, Hulk. They are superheroes. Everyone knows about them, right? And we can see how powerful they are, even we just see in the movie, of course, not in the reality. But don't you recognize that to be them, to be the superheroes like them, there's a process. You need to be bitten by the radioactive spider to be Spider-Man. You need to put electromagnetic into your heart to be an Iron Man, and you need to be angry, very angry, and then to get shot by the Y gamma radioactive lights to be the Hulk. How hurts? Yes, of course. There's never ever yummy precise in life. Well, we need to sacrifice everything we have sometimes, and then of course we need to put the best effort to be what we want to be, to get what we want to get. Well, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in this entire world has their own language to talk, to communicate each other. In Indonesia, when you live in Indonesia, you use Indonesian or Bahasa to talk each other. When you live in China, for example, you will use Chinese to talk or to discuss, to communicate each other. And then nowadays, again, we face kind of situation called this the globalization era. So what is this actually, globalization era? Well, globalization is happened because of the changing of the technology. We cannot predict when the technology will update. We will just face it, and we will just, will we just like stand up and then we just keep silent to face it? Of course not. Well, ladies and gentlemen, but my concern in my speech tonight is not to talk about the globalization era itself, but my concern is to tell you how we actually can face the problem, can face the globalization era, which is by using English, by learning English. Why English? English is a language, that's right. But actually, English can connect us to the people around the world. We can know global issues by being fluent in English. We don't need to be accurate in English language just to know what issues has happened and then what people are talking. So being fluent in English is needed. So English is critically needed to learn. Ladies and gentlemen, as I ever told you earlier in my previous speech in this beginning of Speechcraft, I told you that I graduated from English department in 2014. But don't you know it that a year after I graduated in 2014, I joined the program named Sekolah TOEFL by someone called Mr. Budi Waluyo at the time. Well, he maintained the program while continuing his doctoral degree in Manchester United. Imagine how people, how a person like him continuing his study abroad, and then he still cares to the education in his own country, Indonesia. So after the program finished, after the program's done, I talked to him by chatting, because I got inspired by him. So I really want to build some kind of program like him also, to help people, to be the hero for them, to help them learn English by easy ways, of course. And then he was very, very happy to hear that news. So in 2016, I started to make the program name as at the time the name was Dr. Grammar because I love grammar. But I want to share how I love grammar that way, and I want to break that the stigma that people said that grammar is difficult. And you know what? At the first time I tried it, nobody joined. Unfortunately, nobody joined. So, but okay, I was trying to evaluate the program and then promote my program. But gradually, 1%, 3 people, and then until 20 people in the first season joined my program, and so I made the module by myself using my own language to simplify the grammar books. And then you know what, the response in the end of the program, they said, and I was in Indonesia, they said like, Kak, terima kasih for the program, karena dengan program ini saya jadi bisa belajar bahasa Inggris, meskipun impian saya buat belajar bahasa Inggris itu benar-benar sudah hampir sirna karena orang tua saya tidak mampu dan saya juga tinggalnya di luar dari kota besar. So that kind of thing, that kind of comment really touched me well, and suddenly made me cry. So I decided at the time to make another season, because there were many comments like the one I told you guys. So I decided to make another one, and it was it is until now. So but right now the name is not the Doctor Grammar, but the name is English Explorer. So it is not just about grammar, but more about English language in general. But and then the lesson learned actually from my experience making this community is actually like Colin Powell has said in his quote that there are actually no secrets, no secrets to be successful. It is just like the process of hard work, and in this process just the preparation and learning from our failure. And then so I can conclude that be proud of what you are right now, and also be rainbow for people around you. So I think that's it for my speech tonight. So that's it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening.
Thank you very much. Okay, good evening to Ferdinand. Thank you for the speech. Yep. Now 30 seconds for the judges to mark some notes and the next participants to get ready. Okay, I would like to invite the next participants, Zalita Salwa. Are you ready for the speech?
Yes. Am I audible?
You are audible, but somehow is the camera not focused or is it like that?
Yeah, I think there's something went wrong with the camera.
Oh,
Can
I
we
see.
go
Yeah. So
this way?
it's basically like that. Okay. Yep. So we're going to proceed anyway. Okay. So the next participant, Salita Salwa, from zero to hero. From zero to hero, Zalita Salwa, the time is yours.
Good evening, friends and fellow Toastmasters. So last week, Mr. Ilham announced that the last topic for this Toastmasters Speechcraft program was Zero to Hero. So I had some kind of mixed feelings. I was so excited thinking about what the other participants would talk about in their speech. At the same time, I also felt confused what I should talk about. So there's actually some kind of misunderstanding. I thought like the zero to hero story should be like a personal story. So in my mind, zero to hero story will be like the inspirational story of a legend that hit the bottom and then climbed to their success, such as J.K. Rowling, the author of all-time best-selling novel Harry Potter, making her one of the richest people in the Britain right now. In the past, her works was rejected over and over while she was living in the poverty at the time. Or maybe like a successful businessman like Bob Sadino, who used to work as labor before he became a millionaire in the field of food and livestock. So there was some kind of misunderstanding as I thought it's supposed to be a personal story. So here's my findings about this zero to hero story. Then there's me, a fresh graduate who still navigates what to do in life, which way to go, and I haven't reached the peak of my life. I'm still struggling like to survive in daily life and this real world after I graduate. So who am I to tell you my zero to hero story when I'm still in zero part? So that's I thought to myself. I spent day by day within this week only to think about which story of my life that is worthy enough to talk about in the speech. The more I searched, the more I felt insecure. In fact, I didn't really remember if there's any of worthy story. I only remember those tough times I have experienced in the past, but I don't really consider it as a really worthy story to talk about. The more I thought, the more I realized that all this time I just survived. I knew if I had passed one of those obstacles in my life, but I just moved on as if there's nothing happened. So I just moved on, and I think it's not worthy enough to be celebrated or just to appreciate it. So throughout the making of the speech, I found a lesson rather instead of a story that I want to talk about. I've been looking for. Maybe the problem is not because I don't have any worthy story to talk about, but it's more the way I think, the way I see things. Just because I haven't experienced poverty like GK Rowling used to experience before, or I haven't become as successful as Bob Sadino right now, it doesn't mean my story is not worthy, right? Maybe I just need to sit, slow down things, and take a moment of appreciation as everything I have experienced in the past in my life shape who I am at today. I believe that everyone in here have gone ups and downs in their life. So Have you ever think about consider that your story is worthy enough to talk about? Have you ever think that I will tell this story of my life to people and I'll be proud while I'm telling it? Have you ever thought that way? So if you ask me once again, what is my zero to hero story? I will say I myself still have no idea. Maybe I'm still figuring it out. Maybe it takes time to realize, or maybe I'm still on my way to my zero to hero journey. So, friends and fellow Toastmasters, how about you? Have you found your worthy story? No matter what, our story matters. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you very much, Sarita, for the speech. Yep. So 30 seconds for the judges to take some notes and the next speaker to get ready. All right, we are going to proceed to the contestant number 7. And I would love to invite Rosalina. Okay, are you ready, Barosa?
Yes, ready, sir.
All right, so Rosalina from zero to hero. From zero to hero, Rosalina. The screen is yours.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ilham, for the opportunity. Uh, Hello, everyone. Hello, my fellow Toastmaster. How are you? I hope all of you always in good condition and healthy as always. Okay. Well, my name is Rosalina from Surabaya. I want to share about from zero to hero. What's the meaning from zero to hero? It is a station with someone uh, change quickly, being from unpopular or unsuccessful person, being a very popular and successful person. The story began from a couple in Surabaya. After graduating from their college, they were refused uh, to find a work from one company to other company. And then, of course, they were very sad at that time, but they didn't give up, still keep trying and trying. And even though they still in failure condition, all of the company rejected them. Finally, they try to make their own business to supply fresh vegetables to small restaurant. And then they walk around to the big market in Surabaya, traditional market, I mean, to look for fresh vegetable with good quality. Then they sell at that themselves to the restaurant. Their business became bigger and bigger, and then they started to recruit employee, and then by a transport car, and then they manage their business with professional. And then long short story, they became a inspiring, successful couple in Surabaya. And then another success story is from my best friend. Yes, in pandemic situation is very unpredictable. I have a close friend. Her husband treat with layoff employee, and then because the company income of their company become decrease and decrease, and then my friend, the housewife, was excited try to make a traditional food, you know, in Palembang. We call it empe-empe, and then market it by herself. For the first time, she sell to the parent of the student in that school, and then finally she had many outlet in Surabaya, and then today maybe our own income, the wife is bigger than the his husband. And moral of the story, there is a will, there is a way. So never say give up to yourself and keep the spirit. And it seems always impossible until it is done. Hope it is inspiring all of you in here. This is my speech. Thank you very much for your attention and have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Barosa, for the speech, and 30 seconds for everybody, for the judge to mark their ballot and also take some notes on it. Okay, thank you for the attentions and participations. I think we have just, let me check again. Is that all already? Yeah, I think that's all for the Speechcraft participants who delivered their speech about zero to hero just now, and that was amazing. Yep. See, look at you. Yeah. A few weeks ago, around 6 meetings ago, we all have different kind of ability to speak, and now I see a lot of you have progressed a lot and managed to deliver a well-organized speech. Okay, the structure and everything, and the most important one is that you get your confidence. Yeah, a lot of people, they have a lot in mind, they have good ability to speak English, but when it comes to show up, okay, the confidence was not there. Okay, so basically this is why we are here in this program, to enhance our ability and also to uh, build our confidence. And great job. So while waiting for the result, I would love to okay, Pak Jo udah ngasih result. Sorry, sorry. Pak Herman, can you send the result to me personally on WhatsApp, and the other judges as well? I think some of the judges haven't sent their result to me. Yep. So while waiting for the others, I would love to share the certificate of participation for those who attended tonight's meeting. Okay, so somehow I think, give me a second. So we are going to take some picture together. Sorry, with the person I would like to spotlight. 49. Right. So the first one is for Pro Ferdinand. Okay. How to pin this one? I think I'm so gaptek ya. Okay, sorry. Kayak gini nih. Okay. Saya ambil picture. Okay. Yep. You are spotlighted. I would like to take this one and Okay. When I say 3, you can give your best smile. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you very much for Bro Ferdinand. Okay. I will save this first. Now, I would love to invite the next one. Maybe we have. Kayaknya saya sharing nanti aja dulu ya, karena banyak banget. Saya sharing nanti aja di akhir ya. Nah, jadi sekarang saya mau ngumumin hasil dulu nih, udah dapat dari Pak Herman dan juga Pak Jo ya, untuk hasilnya. Oke. Okay. Wah. So, for this speech contest among the Speechcraft participants tonight, okay, we've got 3 places only, okay. The first one goes to Namira Atia Putri. Your applause. Okay. Yep, we are going to take picture later. Okay. And then the second place goes to Ferdinand Nur Andika. All right. Your applause. And then the third place goes to Rosalina. All right. So congratulations. Okay. The consideration is based on the time and then also the content as well as your delivery. So you did a great job. I believe that the judges just now somehow have their own different kind of confusion when it comes to vote for you guys. Okay, and just now they made their mind. Okay, the first one go to Namira, the second one go to Ferdi, and then the third one is for Rosalina. Okay, now we are going to take picture. I think we're going to just take picture together, okay? Because somehow this immersive mode is just like the fun thing to do among us. Okay, later on I will send the certificate to everybody. Yeah, I think we can do that somehow like this. Pak Jo mau ikutan atau masih ya kita bisa ambil immersive kayak gini ya.
Oke, mau beta.
Ya, ini udah. Nah Pak Jo karena dia mentor juga saya letak di tengah deh. Oke, sebentar saya setting dulu semuanya agar ada di room di gambar ini. Oke, ya. Kita ambil sama-sama picture-nya ya. In the count of 3, 2, 1. Oke. Sebentar saya save. Saya sebenarnya tangannya tangan tua ini, nggak teknologi canggih. Jadi agak sedikit manual ya. Wait. Give me 1 second to save this picture. Okay. Yeah, I think we are going to take one more time. Yeah. And the next one is going to be like the gallery mode so that everyone is visible. Okay, the next one, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Give your best smile. Okay. Yep. I think that's it. All right. Yep. So everybody, that's the end for our Speechcraft 6-week mentoring program. And give applause to everybody. Yeah, good job.
Okay.
So,
Good night, everybody.
not yet, Pak Herman. Yeah, thank you, Pak Herman, for that one. Tapi just now, yeah, I would like
And I thought
to,
we missed.
iya, finish untuk spacecraft-nya kan belum saya tutup nih.
Oh, coba ya.
Okay. Nah, jadi ya, for the next one, I will send you the certificates as well as the detail on what Toastmaster is all about. Yeah, or it's supposed to be Toastmaster Joe just now, okay, have something to say about this program, this Toastmaster International program in a whole, so that you can ask him anything. But turns out maybe Pak Joe has something to do with the kids, and he's somehow away from the laptop. So I think we can just get the detail on the next meeting. Yeah, we can invite you guys on our Toastmasters meeting. So the benefit of you guys becoming Speechcraft participants is, of course, to get you to know on how Toastmaster International mostly operates and do their meeting. Okay, so in Toastmaster International, we focus on two things. Okay, two main things. The first one is leadership. Leadership. Leadership is on how you lead bunch of people, lead yourself, so that you can make things that sounds impossible to be possible. For example, like doing this meeting is also actually one of my program in Toastmasters. Okay, so I need to be a leader so that I can lead a bunch of professionals who want to improve their ability to speak in English and then also to be better in a Speechcraft program. So I make this happen. I gather the team, the mentor team, and then I also promote, use what I've got to have basically, and make it happen. So without anything like Toastmaster leadership program, I wouldn't make it happen. Okay, so that's number one, the leadership. The second one in this program is, of course, the communication and public speaking ability. You know, in this kind of era, communication is one of the most needed skill that you need to have in advancing your career professionally, academic, or things like that. Okay, so that's why in Toastmasters we love to talk a lot, just like the one that we have been doing. Okay, but not only talk, yeah, not just talk, but also in an organized way. So that's why we learn from the experienced member how to do a speech, how to have a speech contest, and things like that. Basically, the purpose is to make our communication effective. Okay, and for that reason, yep, we have prepared speech where the members can deliver the speech according to the level of modules that they are choosing. Yep, for me, I choose like effective coaching. Some of them are choosing like um, engaging humor, presentation mastery. There are a lot of areas that you can focus on your communication track as well. Okay, in Toastmasters. Okay, then of course we have table topic where everyone can get used to getting rid of your nerve. Okay, your feeling of nervousness. So we all realize that when we want to speak, we will always feel nervous or things like that. So for that reason, in Toastmasters, there is table topic so that we are getting used to the experience of talking on our feet, talking when you have no preparation, talking when only you have some experience, that stories that maybe you can put in that 1 to 3 minute session. So in Toastmaster, table topic is super powerful. Okay, and the next one is also my favorite, evaluation part. In evaluation part, this is the thing that we can get for free, basically, okay, when we listen to evaluation from experienced member. For example, like you guys, when you join my class outside of Toastmasters or follow my program outside of Toastmasters, maybe it is a paid program and that's quite expensive for some institution on things like that. But in Toastmasters, yep, we can get it for free because among the members, we help each other. For example, I can give evaluation to you. At the same time, you give some evaluation to me. So in Toastmasters, it is a win-win kind of environment. So for that reason, yeah, I bring you guys into this Toastmaster international feeling. That's number one, what Toastmaster is and how it is basically running their program. Number two, the parts that I love in Toastmaster is that you can travel the world as a speaker, okay, as the member to be exact. Now, let's say, for example, some of you guys keep asking me, sir, I saw on your Instagram, I saw on your, yeah, some posts on your Insta story, things like that. You visited Harvard Toastmasters, you visited Oxford Toastmaster. I really want to do so, to do like that. Some of you ask me that kind of question. Now, the answer is I got it for free. I can have it anytime I want if I become a Toastmaster. How? Let me show you how to do it. Yep, I'm going to log in so that you guys can do it. So yeah, I'm going to, wait a minute. Give me a second to show you how it is done. This is how I have my free experience as an international kind of speaker. Now, there you go. This one. This is my phone, okay? And what I do with my phone is basically to just use it. For example, like I want to join Toastmaster in USA, yeah? So what I gotta do is this application, this powerful application, Eventbrite. One, okay? Eventbrite, okay? Now, what should I type? Toastmasters. Then let's say you can have it today. Okay, and make sure it is online event. Okay, see, there are 7.3 events. Yeah, 7.3K events related to Toastmasters, and it's all free. See, it is Monday, June 5th. Nah, ini dalam waktu Indonesia ya, GMT +7 ya. So if I would like to join this, it's free. So what I gotta do is just to click that one, click the ticket. Okay, and then register myself. Yep, fill the data and everything. Okay, done. View my ticket. Okay, and then they will also send you the detail in your email. So let me check the email. The word is as simple as that. Let me show you. Now, I've got the email already. Okay, this one. Somehow they will send you the details like the links, the ID, and then also the password here. Normally they do. Or they will send you a few hours before the meeting. So let's say that the meeting is tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning, right? So they will send you tomorrow. So that's basically how I experience myself as a Toastmaster. And because you are now, have experienced the Speechcraft program, I think you have the benefit to join any Toastmasters meeting in this world, online or virtually. Yeah, online or offline is supposed to be okay. But let's say if you want to be mentored, yeah, you want to be mentored, and then you have the track, okay, that you want to step by step go through, then I suggest you to become a member. Okay, so I will have one session to introduce you how to be the member of Toastmasters, and then the details and everything with Toastmaster Joe later on. Yep. So I will send the detail on your WhatsApp group. Okay. So I think that's about it. Now, yep. Before we close this, do you have any question regarding to Toastmasters on tonight's meeting? Anybody? Sebelum kita tutup dan selesaikan pertemuan hari ini, kira-kira ada nggak yang ingin ditanyakan tentang Toastmaster atau apapun? You are free to ask the question. No? Namira, Roherman, Ferdinand, all clear? Yeah? So all is clear? All right. So if all is clear, simply that we can end this program and we can close this program. So I always believe that anything that makes us happy, makes us better, makes us richer, okay, is something that is worth spending. Let's say, for example, we have spent our time for more than 1 hour, okay, 1 and 13 minutes here. And I believe that the time we spend here is the time worth spending, okay? So for that reason, thank you very much, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's meeting as well as I do. And have a good night. I'll see you when I see you. And thank you very much for completing this Toastmasters Speechcraft program. Okay? Bye and good night, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Ilham.
You're welcome. Bye. Thank you, Pak Herman juga.
Um,
Thank you, Mbak Rosa, Mbak Handa, Bro Ferdi, Damira, Zalita, Bro Rizal, okay? Tetra, Welin juga, okay? And then Pak Joe, of course, yep. Now I'm going to close this meeting, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.